got a whole lot of new money though. Raindrop, drop, smoking no fluke in the hot box. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, dot. Cooking up dope in the pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't turn nobody with the trick, nobody. All of the gang and they coming to gang. Drop me a river to do with the shit.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Thursday! It is September the 5th, and today the NFL is back, baby. Welcome to your afternoon BetSpresso on the Betting News Network, and we have the beginning of the NFL season rocking and rolling with you guys. We're all fucking excited. That is Mr. Colby Marcio. That is Vsauce, who is muted in the corner, and that is Just Sook in the shadows. My name is Sweatpan Jesus. So stoked to have you guys with us, hanging out with you guys for your afternoon BetSpresso. Brought to you by our sponsors at BetOnline. Get involved with BetOnline with a $1,000 deposit bonus. You guys know the deal. With that QR code in the top corner of the screen, also get $10 dropped into your account. Because, you know, guys, we're about to have a long, beautiful NFL season in front of us. But no better time than to get involved with BetOnline. Go check it out with the QR code at the top corner of the screen. Gentlemen, can we just get a whoop? Yeah. For fucking football, baby. Let's go.
I can't keep up with that.
Well, I just looked over at Palmer laying down, and she gave me the side eye.
Ready to go.
Palmer's
So ready to go.
For what she's in store for during football season here.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Look at that. She is
Look at her.
ready to rumble. All right. Well, in honor of it being football and everybody in the chat being excited too. Hello, chat. Welcome to the show. Had to do this. Had to. You guys ready?
Football.
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 It never gets old.
Tell somebody if you were to tell a woman what it's like to be a dude, I'd show her that video.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
What's it like
Or
being
they
a
just
guy?
watch our show.
That.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That. Exactly. Did we get a sub bang from BetAlytics? Let's go. I think we did. Let's get it. So stoked to have them in the chat with us. We have BetAlytics with us right now. Just electric stuff. Woo! Let's get it. We have Rob. What's up, Iconics? Glad to have you back in the fold. Gents, before we dive into the show today, we got a big show. Obviously, we got Chiefs, Ravens. We're going to talk about Thursday Night Football tonight, all about the different angles. We have Shaggy joining us from Arrowhead. He will be dropping in from the parking lot. We missed those reports. If you guys were with us last season, you know how those hit because he usually goes to most Chiefs home games. Should be a fun one. We're going to dive in and talk about the entire game, give you guys our plays that we like, cook a parlay, and SGP to ride out with us right here on the show at the end of the show. We also have our friends from BetAlytics in the house that are going to give you their favorite plays from their data. They also have a little giveaway that they're doing, so stick around for that. We're also going to talk maybe about a couple plays in week one that we haven't talked about already because week one is right around the corner. And you know, because we're all meeting in Chicago tomorrow, we're not going to have as many shows as we normally would for the weekend. So we're not going to have as much content from that perspective because we're all going to be live together. We're going to have plenty of content for you guys, but we're not going to have a show as much. So we're going to try to drop as much. We've been trying to drop as much information for you throughout the week because over the weekend. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I just got it. These guys didn't say jack shit because they don't want to hear me talk about the Titans anymore. So that's how that goes. But Kev, I appreciate you.
It's too close to the Edmonton Oilers. I'm sorry. Can't root for it.
Fair enough.
I want to know, did
Fair enough.
Stick leave or did you kick him out, SBJ?
No, he left. I didn't touch anything. Tree.
Don't
crew.
say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Mm-hmm.
Holy,
Yeah.
whoa.
Fair enough. Wow.
Kobe.
Wow. Yeah.
Thank you.
I was gonna not do
All
it,
I had
but
to see
I was
is
like,
the
oh,
bro, and I'm like, yeah, good one.
Nope.
yeah,
Real
nice.
original.
Nice.
Hey, Fastmune, get out of here.
Bye-bye.
With that, see you later. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Well, if you want to hang out and not say stuff like that, you're welcome to. Because we are going to talk all about Slate tonight. But let's go ahead and bring in our special guests. Well, guest actually, but they have BetAlytics. I haven't played this video in a hot minute, and everybody loves it. So let's dive into the lab with BetAlytics and see what they have for us.
Oh boy, wonder what they're gonna get into today. Uh-oh, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. We messed up. Back to the lab again. Not again. Back to the lab again. Uh-oh. I gotta stay till I die.
Woo!
SPJ, mic check.
SPJ?
We good?
Yeah, Rob's there. SPJ is no bueno.
SPJ is muted. Rob, what is going on, my guy? Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah,
I will take over the helm as captain here. V will not. He's co-captain. Rob, what is up?
not much. Sorry, bit of a stutter on the entrance there, but let's not let that deflect from a great season, fellas. Missed you guys. Happy to be back. Absolutely jacked for another good season with you guys. Can I get a football? Yeah, let's excited to get into it, guys. Gonna ease into the season with a couple plays. I'm sure by like week 4 we'll be doing some absolutely insane parlays and first TDs and all that jazz. But
You know it.
What up?
He's back.
I think I'm back now. Yeah, fair enough. My microphone just decided to not work when he wanted to say hi to you. My mic got so excited, Rob, that you were back that it was like, and then just fucked off. So it's fair enough. Football. Welcome back, buddy. Glad to have you. Thanks for being here. It's been a minute, dude. Real quick before we dive into the football, as per usual, how's the family? How's the little girl? Growing fast, I would imagine.
Oh, great. I feel like she's already in high school, buddy. Yeah, it's moving fast. We had a good summer for sure.
Hell yeah. Well, now we get to dive into the gridiron. As Sook said in the chat, we are so stoked to talk the football again. One game tonight, but obviously a pretty big one between Mahomes and Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. What are you guys looking at over at BetAlytics? As always, guys, everything that Rob talks about, you guys can get at BetAlytics.com. You can use our promo code BNews. You get 30% off your subscription. Right now is a great time to get involved. Every single sport is covered. Obviously, NFL starting today. You guys are not going to want to miss out. So if you like what you see, you can check it out. It's like a Netflix subscription. You get 30% off with our promo code. You're going to love everything about it. So also, Rob is going to be doing a little giveaway today. So be sure to stick around for what he has to say. Rob, dive in, brother. What you got for us today?
Yeah, absolutely. So we just got we got 2 plays today. I said we're just going to ease into the season. I said, by week 3 or 4, I'm sure we'll be doing 10 leggers and first any times and all that jazz. But just to ease in today, we got we just got 2 plays for you guys. I don't know if you could share the screen right here. Is that on me?
I got it.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, in terms of the spread, I think the books absolutely nailed it. We have pretty much 50% right on the thing, KC -3. So I think that's an accurate line. But the BetAlytics data on the game market's definitely showing a good edge on the under here, under 46.5. BetAlytics data is projecting 57% win probably on this. We're projecting pretty much 44 points. May want to tease up to 47. That gives you the 3-point field goal kind of margin in there. Both these teams combined, like I said, they were one of the best defenses last year. I know Baltimore lost a couple key guys this year, but they're both projected to be top 10 defenses again this year. So both these teams combined for 60% hit rate on their unders last year. They were averaging 16 to 17 points against. Last time they met in the playoffs, they combined for 27 points. The data is just projected kind of a similar type game here. And just in general, we have just a little more data on NFL opening games in general, NFL kickoff games. Seems to me that the offense take a little bit of time to get caught up to the defenses. Like the defenses get out to a bit of a hotter start. The unders are definitely fly out the gate more than overs. The last 6 NFL kickoff games, 4 of 6 have gone under with an average of 39 points. And then KC and Baltimore specifically last year. KC went under 3 of their first 4 games. Baltimore went under in 6 of the first 7. So, yeah, we're just kind of the data has that trend continuing, and yeah, we're attacking the under tonight.
I love it. Shaggy actually mentioned when we were talking about this a little bit earlier today that he kind of leaned with the under as well. I think he ended up just taking, the Chiefs because he's Shaggy. But the under was his lean as well. So I also like the under. Boys, what do you guys think about this under? You guys like the under as well?
Yeah, I like the under because Lamar hasn't played a single snap this preseason. I'm fading all the quarterbacks that did not play in the preseason. I didn't take the under on the Ravens team total, but I've taken like the Falcons team total under. I can't think of the rest of them right now off the dome. I have the under in the Browns game, but I have Chiefs minus 2.5, so that's essentially the under. So close enough.
Bang.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at this the same way. I think that this game, tomorrow night's game, I wrote about that one as well. I think they're both kind of under spots. 2 kind of high-powered offenses. So you would think that both the Chiefs and Ravens are more likely to go over it being the first game of the season, all this kind of stuff. And it's also kind of being like a statement game for the Ravens because the Chiefs are that team, right? They're the team to beat. They're coming off a back-to-back. They've also won now 3 Super Bowls, and it seems like nobody can beat them in the AFC, right? Winning a game here in week 1, it sends the kind of statement that Detroit sent last year. But I don't know. I just don't believe in this Ravens team this year. I know that they added Derrick Henry, and I don't think he has a bad year. I'm just not super high on Lamar. Like Kobe said, he didn't play during the preseason. And I just think that more than kind of like preseason snaps, it's warm-up snaps. Those kind of real snaps, you need it. You don't have it. And we see guys like Patrick Mahomes coming off of 2 Super Bowls still playing in the preseason, right? There's a method to the madness. And I just think that maybe Baltimore's kind of cutting out a few steps, and I don't really think that they're going to start the season off like blowing anyone's doors off.
Yeah.
I like the under.
Yeah. Also, that you got some compliments on your hair, which we all gave you compliments on the fresh fade, but Landon especially because Landon's your biggest fan, Rob, as you know. And Chad's already getting a little frisky with your second play, but I know that you mentioned that if this play ends up hitting, that somebody in the chat gets to win something special. So you want to drop that out before you go to your next one?
Yeah, no, we just we're always confident in our in our data. So we said if the under doesn't hit, ends up going over, we'll give someone in the chat $100 and a free month to BetAlytics.
Bang! You guys know the deal. Every time BetAlytics pops in, the confidence in the data, if they doesn't smack, one of you guys in the chat right now gets $100. So drop some dubs. We are so back, baby. All right. I know you have a Buddy Jesus. What's up, dude? Welcome back. I know you have a prop for us, which kind of teased in the chat. We kind of talked about it a little bit as well. I love this play as well. I ended up taking it a little bit of a different angle, but talk about the prop that you got for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've seen that already dropped in the chat a couple times. Baltimore didn't bring this guy in for no reason, not to use him immensely tonight. I think in the last game in the playoffs, they had something absurd, like they only gave their running backs about 8 carries, I think, something like that. They brought Derrick Henry in. He's an A grade played on the touchdown tool dashboard tonight. 62% win probability. We have a true line of around minus 160 here. You can grab it at minus 120 at most books. Derrick Henry, anytime TD.
Talking my language, baby. I mean, set it and forget it. Don't overthink it. This could be one of those things that if he scores a couple touchdowns tonight, then this line may never be minus 125 ever again. I think that he's going to be awesome in this offense. I know V said he's a little bit hesitant about this team specifically, but I don't think that Henry's going to be. I honestly think that Derrick Henry could have his best statistical season of his entire career this year. I was thinking about this a lot this week because of how I feel about him being in the Baltimore. And it kind of reminds me of what happened when Christian McCaffrey went over the 49ers. Derrick Henry's a couple years older, and obviously McCaffrey's a completely different type of player. But I think that Henry has an opportunity to, as long as he doesn't get injured, which is always the case with football players, I think he could have his best season so far as a pro. And I mean, he had a 2,000-yard season for the Titans when the Titans were not great. So I think that he could have a big year, and it could start tonight. I love the touchdown play even for -120. What do you
Yeah,
guys think?
I mean, we know how they use running backs too. Like they've had like running back by committee and had a literal like 5 running backs at one point. But if they don't use him at the goal line, they're not going to use him at all. So if we don't see him use it at the goal line, he's useless. So I think he's definitely getting in the end zone today. He has to.
I gotta agree with all three of you guys. And again, I hate these panel moments, but Derrick Henry, why did you pay him this kind of money that you just did in the offseason? Why add him to this kind of offense that you have? You have weapons in the passing game in Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, and some other complementary pieces. Now you bring in a guy like Derrick Henry, so you don't have to kind of do that 3 running back committee thing that they've been doing for the last 3 to 4 years, right? If he's not getting at least 3 to 4 carries tonight within the 10-yard line, I don't understand what the fuck the Ravens are doing with him, right?
He's your force feed at the goal line.
Absolutely. And I don't want to distract from this game, but I just opened up the whole dashboards and I was looking through all the touchdowns and I was feeling real nice. And I'm not taking us too forward. It's not all the way to Sunday, but tomorrow there's another touchdown score that looks like the model likes. They got projected at I think the books got them at +115, but BetAlytics has them at closer to -113. So I'm hopping in on that value right now today before it moves on Josh Jacobs tomorrow. Do you have anything to say about that, Rob, and the value and what you're seeing with that on the model?
Yeah, I just pulled it up right now. A little sneak preview for tomorrow. Yeah, Josh Jacobs, B+ grade play, still very strong, almost 7% edge, 53% win probability. Yeah, like you said, -113 true line, get it at plus money at +115. And then sorting by win probability, there's Jacobs, and then under him is Christian Watson at 33%. So he's higher by anyone by a 20% difference. Just for context, KC tonight, we have like 4 guys between 40 and 50%. We got Pacheco 52, Kelsey 50, Rashee Rice 42, Xavier Worthy 40. So there's 4 candidates there, all kind of in the same win probability, projected win probability. So you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot by trying to pick one. That one tomorrow, Josh gets to get it at plus money, and he's by far the top candidate to get a TD tomorrow night. So yeah, that's a good snipe looking ahead for tomorrow.
Okay.
Hell yeah. And as V mentioned, which you guys should go check it out at bettingnews.com. V wrote about this game tomorrow. It's a great read. Go peep the scribbles for the game in Brazil, which Shags and Colbert are going to talk about in the morning tomorrow. But go check it out at bettingnews.com for the scribbles on that. Rob, man, I know you said you only got 2 plays, 1 game, but we got so much more moving forward. Every time you pop in, I know you're going to be bringing all types of bangers. NBA right around the corner. NHL is following quickly behind that too, man. We are so back. The vibes are high. It's awesome to have you here. Yep, go peep the scribbles, Vital. You know the deal. Real quick recap of what Rob just talked about at BetAlytics. You got the under, which is the POD, under 46.5, -110, and then the king, Derrick Henry, to get into the end zone for -125. My question to you, brother, before we let you enjoy the rest of this beautiful day out in Canada and before you watch the game, which of these plays would you like to have in the BetSpresso Thursday Night Football SGP?
Let's throw the under on it.
The under.
I know you hate an under, and Derrick Henry's your guy. You know what? Derrick Henry's your guy. Let's go, Henry.
I mean, my play of the day is his rushing yard. So, I mean, we're going to be on him in some way or t'other. If you want to stick with the under, we can roll that way.
The under with the Henry rushing yards might be nice because if he's running the ball, that means you know what else is running, right? That clock. And if that clock is running.
Okay, good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's a team effort there to narrow that down. Let's go with the under.
All right now.
Cue up, man, at work.
Yeah. Dude, we need to get that queued up in the old StreamYard so we can have that ready to go. All right, guys.
Dancing right now.
Yeah, facts. Football is so back. BetAlytics is awesome to have you guys back as well. If you guys want to get involved with all the data that he just mentioned, you can get baseball knowledge, football, college football, soccer, basketball, NBA when it rolls around to get involved with BetAlytics. You get 30% off your subscription. Like I said, it's like paying for Netflix, guys. So if you're betting every single day, which if you're hanging out with us right now, you probably are. It's an awesome tool. We use it a lot, and we obviously love when Rob and Eugene come to hang out with us today. So, Rob, it's great to see you, man. You got anything else for the kids before we send you off?
No, that's it. Just good to see you guys again, and super fired up. We're back. Truly one of the best days of the year. Fire in the NFL season back, and we're just getting started, baby.
Hell yeah. Let's get it. Well, glad to have you here. And as you mentioned, guys, one of you guys in the chat, if this game does go over, we'll be sad. But one of you guys in the chat will win $100 and a subscription to BetAlytics. So thanks for hanging out with us. Dubs, Rob, appreciate you, man. Have a great rest of your Thursday and enjoy the game tonight, man.
Cheers. Enjoy open tonight, fellas.
Hell yeah. Take it easy, man.
All right. See you next week.
Adios.
Football.
Major Dubs. Football. 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 Wow. You get kind of lulled into the summer when we had to kind of really push through the entire shows. And I mean, baseball was around. I know you relax, you sicko. I know you've been having a great old time, but this brings me right here, baby. This is what this show was built on. Mm-hmm. This is what we love fucking doing. We are so back. We're so back. And there's only one game. It's going to be amazing when we talk more about that. Oh my God. I'm so excited.
Can't wait till week 4 when I'm begging for the NBA.
Facts. September's over. You're down 7,000 NFL units, and you're like, oh no.
I can't wait for baseball to be over with, and then I'm doing terrible in non-conference college basketball, and I'm like, God, I wish baseball was still on.
I can't wait till it's December and we're all begging for the MLB to come back.
That'll be me. That'll be me.
Respectfully, that'll never happen. All right, so
everyone's here. I don't want to hear the word gagger again. He's out. He's over it. I sent him 2 losing home run parlays, so I understand.
Makes sense. All right, guys, let's take a little bit of a deeper look into this game. I know we talked about it quite a bit with Rob, which is great, and he had some great things to say about that under. I know Shags also mentioned that he likes that under as well. Other ones suck. There you go. We've got the under 46.5, which is a little bit juiced that direction on BetOnline. This is the live line right before we got started. The Chiefs 2.5 point favorites. The line's kind of fumbled around between 2.5 and 3, depending on what time you booked this. It is 2.5 right now. Minus 142 on the ML if you want to kind of be soft and take the pillow on the money line. Guys, we already kind of discussed it a bit with the under and the leaning the Chiefs direction. Are we all on the Chiefs here? All on the Chiefs side of things?
Yeah, has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, you can bring up the whole argument that the Ravens have a revenge spot right now coming back after their playoff loss against this team, but also last season the Chiefs lost the opener on ceremony night to the Lions. So they both have a chip to show up and show out tonight. Also, like I said before, Lamar Jackson not playing in the preseason is a major red flag for week 1. And like Rob said, teams do come out sluggish in the beginning of the season. The things aren't flowing. They're not in the game speed yet, as they like to say, the game speed. You're not getting the game speed at practice because you gotta be nice at practice. You can't hurt the quarterback.
Can't be hurting the quarterback.
I will pick you up, V, and put you right in the bed. I'll tuck you right in. I tuck you right in.
I know you with those fucking shoulders.
We've got a little bit of a panel moment in this situation. But Chiefs minus 2.5 from Colby. Shags money line. He wrote about it a couple days ago as well. V and myself also have beans on the Chiefs too. So cue the panel moment of Ravens money line. Surely is cashing after all that. But
you're safe, guys. Rent from the Ravens.
I'm just
wait, hang on a second now. Is that true?
Yes.
I do. I did press the button of Zay Flowers rushing and receiving yards and the Baltimore money line together. I did do that.
Wow.
It's just too much. Everyone's on the other side. You guys know me. I like to gamble, but not too heavily.
Yeah, you like to follow Trent.
I lose or I lose. I don't even think I follow Trent on X, to be honest.
Do not call it X, Shook.
yeah.
It's X.
Not ever.
X.
It's not X. It's never
Also,
going to
Kobe.
be X.
It's X.
It's Twitter.
It's Twitter.
Imagine buying something.
You actually
You also thought you weren't going to use WhatsApp. That's what I'll leave right.
Oh,
So now that Slick's gone, I can confirm I am on the Chiefs, 100%.
Same.
There is now plenty of people on the Ravens side for me to want to take. No, I'm just kidding, sir. But I agree with what Kobe said. I think that there's a chip on the shoulder of the Chiefs, just as big as the Ravens. But I think the Chiefs are the better team. I think that It's not often you get to bet on the Chiefs in a spot like this. So they're minus 142 on the money line, minus 2.5, right? All they got to do is win by a field goal. It's KC at home.
Also, regardless of the outcome, how good is that offense compared to last year?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
The Worthy
100%.
just takes it to a whole nother. They add so much depth, fastest 40 time in NFL history in the combine. I mean, usually those guys don't pan out, John Ross, but hey,
It's a whole nother ball game.
fan, Mr. Worthy.
Yeah.
I just think that offense is just so much deeper than it was a year ago. And they were terrible during the regular season, at least. They were terrible. Then they turned it on at the right time because they knew what they were doing.
Sure.
They've been there.
Well, kind of on that note, V, do you want to talk about your POD? It's kind of in that same conversation.
I do want to talk about my POD. It's Rashee Rice, over 61.5 receiving yards. I love the spot for him. Like you were just saying, Kobe, I know that the addition of Xavier Worthy is huge, and it's something that everybody's been talking about. His 40 time, fantastic. His route running in training camp has looked great. He's looked great. Travis Kelce, another big part of this offense. But I'm looking at a guy like Rashee Rice, who is now entering his second year. Another guy who is super fucking fast with good hands, and now he has another year with the trust of Patrick Mahomes. And we know what that does. Once you have that man's trust, he will literally give you everything outside of his future children or children. I don't know if he has kids. But you know what I mean? That dude, he will feed you the ball. Over his last 4 games against Baltimore, he's thrown for 377, 374, 385, and 343 yards. This doesn't even include the playoffs. This is week 1. They lost last year in week 1. I think that the teams, like we saw 2 teams last year losing week 1 that we didn't think were going to lose. That was the Bills, that was the Chiefs. Both AFC contenders, both big AFC teams and teams that could be in the Super Bowl this year. I really think that both of those teams are going to come out firing, and it starts with the Chiefs tonight in a spot against the Ravens, where everyone wants to talk about the Ravens sending a message, but the Chiefs could come out and stamp out the second best team in the AFC right now in week 1 and send out a huge message throughout the league.
Question for chat. Did you just say the Bills are going to be good?
No, I did. Yes, I did think the Bills are going to be good. I still think the Bills are going to be good. Well, we'll see.
I don't think so.
Find out.
It starts.
The defense will be fine because of McDermott, and he's been there before with changing that defense. But I don't.
This is where we see Josh Allen be Josh Allen.
This is where we see how good he is with what he has at the core of that the weapons that they have for wide receivers.
This is that Josh Allen MVP season. I'm not saying he's going to win it, but I'm saying this is the year where he plays like it.
You guys can also go peep some scribbles that Colby has about the Bills and the Cardinals game.
Can I just say one thing that I do hate about like the first couple of weeks of football? I hate not like the talking part, because we can do the talking, like having a backup to what you're feeling when there's no real stats to back up anything you were talking about.
Yeah.
It's the most annoying thing. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to know what I'm talking about till week 3.
Yeah.
If anybody tries to sell you that a pick is a really good pick because of the advanced analytics behind it, they're fucking lying. Because the first couple seasons unless you want to go with like trends on how teams do, like in the first.
Yeah, it's all nuts.
Yeah,
all
but I mean, especially from a props perspective, like you can go off of last year's stats or like what they've done. But it's all, most of these teams, 50% of their roster has turned over. Maybe some are a little bit less than that. They're a year older. They might be dealing with an injury they weren't dealing with at the end of last season. It's a completely new year. There could be a new offensive coordinator. They could be playing in a completely new system. It's all different most of the time. So, yeah, I agree with you.
A perfect
It's like mentioning. Go ahead.
Rice is like my plums are telling me that yes, everybody's hyped on Xavier Worthy. Everyone's hyped on Travis Kelce. All the news surrounding him and Taylor Swift, all that kind of stuff. But the fact is, Patrick Mahomes throws for almost 400 yards every time he throws against the Ravens. Somebody's going to get those, and my plums tells me it's going to be the second-year guy, Rashee Rice, that everybody was so high on last year. That's going to take that next step that everybody thought he was going to be last year. So I'm really excited on this kid this year, and it's my plums more than anything else. I don't have any stats to tell you to back it up.
Speaking of which, I sent this to SBJ yesterday. You know where I'm going to go with this. I have a plums parlay that I usually do this whenever like the season kicks off or I'm really feeling giddy.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 3-leg parlay today that is plus 1072. and it's all touchdowns, and it's all straight plums.
Plum talk.
You're not gonna hate it. It's actually pretty decent.
It's Henry, Kelsey, Pacheco, and if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit.
Nice and easy.
It's very chalk. It's chalk, but 1072 gets the juices flowing. Who needs a cup of coffee?
1072 for that, Kobe. That seems like that's
highway robbery. Highway robbery.
Well, BetAlytics already supports the king, and I mean, it's Henry. Quick little nugget for you guys. Chef is now doing articles again on bettingnews.com. His POD is Pacheco's touchdown. And Travis Kelce.
I mean, did you see the stat on how well the Chiefs do against the spread when Taylor Swift's in the house?
Mm-hmm. And she is going to be in attendance tonight.
You know what also is hitting at 100% clip?
What?
When she's in attendance? Love.
Every single time.
People forget.
So's
got thumbs down.
He's just booing that because he's on the fucking Ravens tonight. That's why. Well, on that note, my two plays in this game, one of them is a little bit. These are both plum spots for me too, man. Over 5.5 receptions for the best tight end in football. I don't care if he's a year older. He had 11 catches against this team last season in the AFC Championship game. Minus 125 feels a little too low. I love this line. I think that Travis is that Mahomes, this connection is going to start early in this game because I can imagine Andy Reid is going to want to just, get the engine rolling, and I could see Travis having 6 to 7 to maybe even flirting with 10 catches again. I like the catches over 5.5 minus 125. And then I mentioned it earlier. I took the king. I took him earlier this week at 63.5. This line has already moved a couple of yards. I don't really care. I think he gets a lot of carries. I think he gets plenty of opportunity to get 65 plus yards. I could maybe even see him getting 100. As Rob kind of said, as we kind of touched on, this they didn't bring Derrick Henry in to be a decoy. They didn't bring him in to just kind of get some screen passes and shit like that. They brought Derrick Henry in to run the football behind one of the best offensive lines for running the football. They had the most rushing yards last season as a team. Obviously, Lamar Jackson helps with that, but you had guys like J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, etc., getting carries out of this backfield and being successful. You got one of the best running backs in football coming in, even though he's a little bit older. He's still going to get the job done. So give me Derrick Henry over 63.5 rushing yards.
Can you hear that?
No.
Okay, good. Let me know if you hear Palmer squeaking her toy because she's going berserk on this toy.
No, I was just talking.
She looks like.
These are the moments where your ADHD just turns into like.
No, I just worry that you're. I worry that all people hear is squeak, 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 squeak.
SK right here just lost his shit on the couch, SPJ.
It's one of them dudes.
I'm more concerned for the listeners.
All right.
Yeah.
Speaking of ADHD,
Chad's having a great time.
My ADHD made me do something, and I can't say it's smart or anything, but yeah.
What did you do?
You can't see that? Okay, let me take a screenshot of that. But it's Pacheco, Kelsey, Rashee Rice, and who is the fourth? Henry, plus 1,500.
So for a touchdown?
All for a touchdown. I wasn't getting the same odds on that book, so I added my favorite Rashee Rice to the pot for a little plus 1,500. And
dang.
It's week one.
You said 4 touchdowns?
4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
All right, that's
28.
That's only 28 points.
It's still the under.
28.
It's only 28 points.
We're fine.
Well, on a similar note, we for our parlay today, which is going to be the BetSpresso 4 SGP edition, the under from BetAlytics, which I'm seeing under 47 right now on BetOnline. The Kansas City Chiefs. We're just going to go with the money line just to win, just get the job done. Rashee Rice over 64.5 receiving yards, which is the live line. And then Derrick Henry over 66.5 rushing yards, which is the live line as well. Let's move to plus 1250, boys. Plus 1250.
Why not?
How you doing?
Hey.
Feeling good? Feeling great?
I don't know what this
Let's
is.
do it.
I don't know what that means at all.
What's my finger doing?
Okay. Oh, yikes. No.
Chad, if you guys would like to ride out with us, it will get posted on Twitter. If you're watching us on Twitter, thanks for tuning in. It will be posted on Twitter if you'd like to ride with us. Lock it in. 4 legs plus 1250. The under 47 Chiefs money line. Rashee Rice over 64.5 receiving yards. Derrick Henry over 66.5 rushing yards. Bing, bong,
Perfect.
bang. We're going to talk a bit more about this game. We are going to have Shaggy join us at some point from the Arrowhead parking lot. But this is a good opportunity because there is baseball still. There's baseball tonight. There's some WNBA action as well. We don't have any WNBA coverage, but you can go check it out at bettingnews.com. NZ wrote about it on one of the games tonight. But Colby, Mr. Marcio has a couple plays on the diamond. So, sir, take it away. What do you like on the diamond?
Only one. Real quick sell job. We're taking the Braves F5 team total over 2.5. They're going up against Austin Gomber. We know Austin Gomber.
It's booty bones. Yeah, he's not very good.
And we know that the Atlanta Braves are fighting for a playoff spot. I think they're third in the NL wildcard race right now. They got the third spot. They're only up by half a game. They need these easy wins against bad teams. They got to get after it early. They have six elite rated hitters on batters-box.com in both ratings, which is massive. It's a lot of good hitters. They're averaging over two and a half runs in the first 5 innings at home. It's over this number. They need the runs. They need to get these wins. I think they have to come out with bats on fire. Give me the over.
Bang. Nice and easy. There's
Really
Colby wrote about some other ones that you guys can go read at bettingnews.com, as I mentioned. Guys,
it was sick. It was sick, Gerald.
Facts. In honor of it being the first game of the season, I feel like we have to do a lotto. Like we must.
Do you know what the lotto should be? Everything
What?
V gave out plus the under, because that'll shoot it up to the high heavens.
Don't do that. That's my 4-teamer was caked enough. It was already caked.
But I'm telling you, it'll take a leap of faith if you add that under, because it just contradicts it all.
What does it go?
That's true.
Let me
Let me have a gander here. So if we did, let's see,
What's Mahomes' pass yards at?
be down to ladder that.
He's definitely getting 290.
Pacheco, Kelsey, the top 4 touchdown scorers. V makes sense. Henry Pacheco.
Wait, the Chalk brothers. The Chalk brothers.
The 3 of them were Kobe's.
Oh, that's fair.
Mine's literally boop, boop, boop.
And then the under, eh?
LeBron,
Oh, my
anytime
Lord.
touchdown.
All right, so if we take Henry, Pacheco, Kelsey, and Rice and the under, it's plus 19,674.
Who needs to do any more research?
I mean, I was gonna say we can maybe get a little frisky with some yards and stuff, but I'm down to
What's
have that be
Mahomes'
the
prop
options.
at? What's Mahomes' prop at? Pass yards.
I'm gonna lock this in just because I'm gonna be mad if we talk about it on the show and then it hits and I didn't take it. Mahomes live right now. Let me see here.
Oh shit, that's dope, Rogue Baller. Fuck yeah.
What did he get? Got 2 sweet tea. Oh, dude, Rogue Baller, you need a sweatpant Jesus to join you in that game because I know a guy who lives in Nashville who would gladly join you.
W
I'm just
Road.
saying.
+1 Jesus? You need a +1 Jesus?
Yeah, you want a +1 Jesus? I'll give you all the betting news stuff you want. We can hang out. Anyway,
That's almost a
271
phone
and a
number.
half.
Jesus.
I know, right? 271 and a half is the Mahomes passing yards line.
I like the over.
Yeah, I think he gets 300.
I think he tickles 300. I don't know if he gets there. He tickles it.
Gives it the old.
He's definitely getting 290.
You guys want to do 300 plus 178?
What do we do? What do we add to it though? Or like just add it to this?
No. Let's. That was kind of just a fun one for touchdowns and unders and stuff. But I think if we do this for Mahomes for 300, you guys like Henry for 80?
I do like Henry for 80. What about Henry for 2 TDs?
I was just gonna say that, V. I like screw the yard scares me because I know they have other running backs. You don't know how they're going to utilize him, and it scares the daylights out of me.
If he
Because
gets one touchdown, he's probably getting two.
yes, if he gets the one early, you want it on the first or second drive.
Right? We go Mahomes 300, Derrick Henry 2 touchdowns. We could also do Patrick Mahomes 3 touchdowns passing.
So the under is just cooked at this point.
Well, this is the throwaway. Our other parlays are not the throwaway. This is the throwaway. God.
Hey, let's go. Rogue Baller, I'll come, brother. I mean, whoa. All right, I will join you
Whoa,
at the game.
he's arrived.
Whoa. I will join you at the game. But I mean, take your friends first that you know personally. But I'd be happy to go with you. I'll bring you some betting news swag. We can make it a thing. Be fun.
Also, just because Rogue Baller said that, Fam actually also invited me to Game 5. Okay, yeah, Game 4. Sorry, Game 3 of the Celtics Cavs in Cleveland. But I was like exam season at that point. I couldn't leave for 3 days. Yeah, it was wild.
Can we just say that we have the best community on the internet?
Mm-hmm.
Betting news to the freaking moon, man.
Fam's not in here, but shout out him.
I'm down to take Mahomes 3 if you want. And I'm down to do Henry 2 touchdowns instead of the yards. I already have it, so I'm into the 2.
Now, what about Kelsey?
His 2 touchdowns is plus 480. Holy.
I took the 2 last night.
Sheesh. Kelsey, you guys want to ladder this?
So he has to be their bulldozer into the end zone. If he's not their guy for the rest of the yards getting up to the red zone, he's the red zone guy. So the touchdowns makes me feel more confident than the yards. Sure, he can go off. He's also old. That's why I'm worried.
I've watched this guy since he got drafted until now.
That was 10 years ago, SBJ.
Dude, last year he had over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns behind the second to last worst offensive line in football.
All right.
Dude, when they get inside the 10-yard line, it is line up the big boys, give it to the king, and get in the fucking end zone.
Line up the big boys.
He is the big boy. He is the big boy.
I know. He is an offensive lineman carrying the football, and it's going to happen. Yeah, I think he's going to be great. I know.
A high schooler that has to tackle a 6'3", 280-pound fucking Derrick Henry in after fucking grade 11 math.
Imagine getting
it's one thing to get dunked on by LeBron, bro, but you have a 6'2" Derrick Henry running at you after you just failed your algebra exam. That's not right.
There's legitimate great high school footage of him. His high school tape is great because he looks like he looks like he's playing fucking as a high schooler versus Pop Warner.
Boys, it's insane.
Yeah, it's very funny. So I've got Henry for 2 touchdowns, Kelsey for 8 catches. How do you guys feel about that?
Kelsey for 8 catches, yeah, I can get down with that.
Taylor Swift is going to be there, so.
Mahomes for 300 yards. We need one more.
Ask Andrew Wiggins.
Do we like Kelsey's yards possibly more than his catches?
Sure.
I'm down for either.
Value, though? What is the value we're getting at 8+ versus what would we have to take his receiving yards out?
Let me have a look. Chat, drop what you guys have. See if we can maybe find one from the chat to throw in here as well. All are welcome. Get involved. That's interesting. Let me have a see here. If we did Kelsey.
Sure.
Kelsey for 70 yards is plus 144. Kelsey for 80 yards is plus 210. Kelsey for 8 receptions is plus 220.
I kind of like the 80-yard mark. What do you think, Kobe?
I'm an 80 guy.
And then what if we ended it off with a Mark Andrews 60 ball?
It's a little Mark Andrews receiving yards.
Another leg. If we don't, we don't.
We're a little. We're focused. We can do 70 for plus 250.
Sure.
Let's
get horny.
So Mahomes for 300, Henry 2 touchdowns, Kelsey for 80, Andrews for 70 is plus 80-22. Yes, no,
That'll do,
maybe.
okay.
That
That'll
pays.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
That'll do.
Rusty Old Man desperately wants us to add Noah Gray touchdown. And Rusty, this is your moment. You book this by itself, and then when it smacks, please come and clip this and say how awesome you were for telling us to take Noah Gray touchdown, because it's probably smacking. Also, Burn Man is killing it in the chat right now. Let's go. You guys want to leave it?
Yeah, we'll leave it, and then I'm definitely gonna add it though. I think and play it again.
Okay.
I have too many bets today, man.
We're back to pressing a lot of buttons, chat. Welcome back. It's NFL, baby. As always, bet responsibly. All right, so this is plus 80-22. This is the official lotto. Guys, sprinkle it, dust it, put a buck on it, cup of coffee, however you guys like to bet your monies. 80-22. Mahomes 300 yards, Henry 2 touchdowns, Kelsey for 80 yards, and Andrews for 70 yards. We got Henry. They got the King, Mahomes, and 2 tight ends. Could go wrong. What could go wrong? I'm kind of just feeling. That's the thing, man. I'm kind of just feeling some time right now because we are going to have a Shaggy Bets bang in just a second from the parking lot in Arrowhead for you guys to give you the entire experience. But we do not have him yet, unfortunately.
He said he's coming.
I like Bateman, but I've been kind of big on that guy for the last 2 seasons, and I've yet to see that what you want to see in a good possession wide receiver, and a guy that you depend on, especially in the red zone, right? He's got good hands and he's pretty quick, but his route running skills, and I feel like down in the red zone is where you really want somebody to kind of thrive, especially if you're taking the touchdown. Rather than him, I think Mark Andrews has a lot more value on the touchdown. He's never scored in his career against the Chiefs. It's a big problem. They kind of hold him down for the most part in their matchups from what I've seen in his history against the Chiefs. He's going to need to be a big factor in this game if they're going to win or even, hope to stay close in this one. He's been a big question mark for the last 2 years with his health issues and with everything like that. And it's his fault. He gets hurt. He gets hit in really fucked up ways. And unfortunately, he ends up on the shelf for most of the season. But I'm expecting a big year from him. I really, really like his part in this offense. I think what Derrick Henry does is that no one's talking about is he's going to make teams kind of stack the box there, right? He's going to make teams stack the box. He's going to make them play in a way where it's going to open up the middle for Mark Andrews and kind of force those linebackers to stay honest and stay at the line of scrimmage a little bit rather than just dropping back into coverage without any worries. So I like Mark Andrews quite a bit tonight.
I do too. All right, boys and girls. Welcome to your first chat from the parking lot appearance. Shaggy Bets, boots on the ground in Arrowhead. What is up, dude? Welcome to the show.
Hello. Is this thing on? What's up, everybody? How we doing? Can you hear me all right?
Hello. Oh, yeah, we heard that click nice and well.
Dude, look, so we got in a little late, all right? But tailgate's happening. Don't you worry. We're out in the boonies, though. Look at this stadium. It's way back there.
You're about to say you are way far away.
Yeah, we're going to be hiking a little bit. But we're off to stir up some trouble, mess with some Ravens fans, and get ourselves a W.
Show me what messing with Ravens fans look like.
Do you see?
Hey, you want a preview of me on third down, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's me on third down.
What's you tomorrow morning look like?
Oh, dude, we'll see you at 10 a.m. Central. See if I'm alive. We're going to have ourselves a night, ladies and gentlemen. God, we're so far away.
Wow. Post a picture when you get up to Arrowhead, though. You know the deal.
Car's at.
Nah, dude, we got it. It's, back there somewhere.
Yeah. All right, I already told the people, but go ahead and just tell them just in case they just popped in. It's the Chiefs, right?
It's the Chiefs. Don't mess with the points. I guess if it's 2.5 now, you can get the 2.5, but I just, you know me, pay the juice, man, take the money line. Mahomes is going to win this game. Plain and simple.
If it makes you feel better, we have a Chiefs money line, BetAlytics like the under 47, Henry yards, and Rashee Rice yards. That's our 4-legger for the game. If you want to lock it in with us.
Speaking my language, I will do that because I can, because I'm on BetOnline in Missouri. Let's go.
Bing bong. There it is. All right, Shags. Thanks for tapping in with us from the parking lot. Go Chiefs tonight, brother.
Have a good night, gents. Go Chiefs.
Take it easy. Peace. What a
That guy
kid.
does that like 10, 11 times a year, including the playoffs, and he's an absolute fucking machine, and I applaud him.
It gets more and more unhinged as the season goes on. This one obviously is a little more tame.
Last season
But
started off pretty unhinged with his 15U whaler of the fucking Chiefs.
true. That ended up putting him in the hole to start it out. Hey man, the fact that he's still
Dude, I love him. I love him.
I can't believe that he finished. I can't believe that he finished up units purely because the team won the Super Bowl.
I can't believe he recorded fucking minus 15 units to start off the year. Absolute champ.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, football is back. So excited to have everything back in the fold. We have a game tomorrow, obviously, but if you guys don't know, if you do not pay attention to our Twitter, go follow us if you haven't already. Get involved at Your Betting News. This man and Shaggy Bets have a new Friday show. Up Your Units will be Friday morning at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. We usually have All Sauce Team in the afternoon. However, because we are all traveling to Chicago, we will not have All Sauce Team tomorrow. It will just be Up Your Units in the morning time to get you guys ready and rocking and rolling for the weekend. And as we all have been telling you guys for the last 2 weeks, join us on Saturday. If you live in the Chicago area, we are doing a meetup at the Country Club downtown Chicago at 7 o'clock or at 11 o'clock Eastern on the 7th. 11 o'clock Central. Sorry, I'm so used to saying 11 Eastern, but it's 11 o'clock Central, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Come on by, hang out with us. We'll buy you a beer, meet up. We're doing some giveaways as well. Come and kick it with us over at Country Club in Chicago. It's going to be electric stuff, and we're going to be doing a lot of cool content over the weekend. So be sure to tap in with us and hang out for the rest of the weekend.
They have really.
Oh
good
man, boys!
chicken.
I'm excited. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited to see who shows up, man, and rock and roll, buy some beers, and then we'll obviously be going to the Cubs game.
Stuck, what are you laughing at?
Stuck is so nervous about everything. He's nervous
Looks
about
like, what is popcorn chicken?
He's just nervous about everything. He's just nervous about everything.
Just a ball of anxiety.
That's it.
I've never seen someone get excited for popcorn chicken. It's just weird.
It's surprisingly really good.
It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. All right, guys, you can see the POD scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Derrick Henry over 63.5 rushing yards. Travis Kelce over 5.5. That's from myself as well. BetAlytics on the under for the game and Henry to score a touchdown. This is the BetSPRESSO 4 that you guys can see scrolling on the screen. If you'd like to write it out with us, plus 1250 at BetOnline. Derrick Henry 63.5 rushing yards. The under. Chiefs money line, and then Rashee Rice over 61.5 receiving yards. Boys, we're so back.
See you later,
we are
knuckleheads.
so back. Facts, indeed. As I said, be sure to tap in with Colby and Shaggy in the morning tomorrow. Be on the lookout for the parlay if you want to ride out with us on Twitter. Go follow us right here. If this is your first time tapping in with us right here on Twitch or on YouTube, we do this every single day, different shows, but all the same vibes. Be sure to come and kick it with us. Give us a follow and come and hang out with us on the next one. Boys, it's been fun, man. It's been fun. The energy's back. The vibes are high. Football is back. And we're ready to party. You guys got any final words for the kids before we sign off and get out of here and enjoy this game tonight?
Boys, I am just beyond excited. We've got the Chiefs tonight. Oh my God, I'm out. I have nothing. That's it. Bye. Bye.
He's
I
done.
don't know what this move was.
Betting News is canceled. That's
a dog.
Everything
He's a
is
dog on his
canceled.
hind
Weekend
leg.
canceled. Sook's flight canceled.
All
That's
done.
his dream. That's his dream.
Appreciate you, Iconics.
Honestly, everybody's flight canceled except Sook's. Okay.
Just going by himself. We appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Go enjoy the game tonight. Go check out BetOnline. Go peep the scribbles at bettingnews.com, guys, for free content. A really big thank you to our special guest today, BetAlytics, popping in the house. Be sure to get involved with them with the promo code BNews. And go follow the amigos at Vsauce, at Colby Marcio, or at C_Marcio. Follow myself at Sweatpant Jesus. And big thanks to producer Sook in the background, pressing all the buttons. Boys, everybody wave. You guys came for the winners and you stayed for the vibes. Have a kick-ass night tonight. Enjoy football, and we will catch you guys tomorrow in the AM. See you later. Have a good night. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the
Now I know we all be loving this shit right here.
About rolling what you know about.